lots of prize giveaways every session. I'm going to be going live like right now, 11 a.m. Central. I'm going to go live again at 2 p.m. Central and again at 7 p.m. Central for the next 4 days. For the next 4 days, doing something different every session, talking about a different one of my membership groups each session. We're just going to have a wonderful time, and it's going to be a time for us to just connect, but to also create. Okay, to also create. So we're going to have a great time. Now, one thing that's very important about these prize giveaways, every live session, I'll give away some prizes live. Like during session number 1, I'm giving away 2 prizes live. I'm going to set up that prize drawing here in just a second. Because it's going to do it all live through the app that I'm streaming from. Okay. Then we also are going to give away at the end of the week on Saturday night, the last session at 7 p.m. Okay. We're going to do our grand prize giveaways. So the grand prize giveaway, we're going to draw 3 people. We're going to draw 3 people's names. Those 3 people are going to win 6 months free in a membership group of their choice. That's September through February, completely free in one of my creative memberships of their choice. Now, the way to be entered into the grand prize drawing, you must register. You must register. Everything we're doing is free, you guys. This is completely free. So by registering, we're not charging you anything, but this is how we're collecting the names for the grand prize drawing. That also with this registration, we're going to give you the access link to the free public Create and Connect Facebook group. Okay, so make sure that you do this. Today, you're going to see a couple different people posting in the chat today that are our team members. So let me introduce them really quick. Cheryl McCarson is on Miss Tracy Creates page, and she's in there posting, putting up links and things, answering questions if I miss them, things like that. And then in the Create and Connect group, Suzanne, you'll see Suzanne, trying to think, what is her? I think it's Suzanne Sutton is her Facebook name. I'm trying to remember what her Facebook name is, but Suzanne is also one of our team members, and she'll be posting some of the links and things over in the Create and Connect Facebook group. Okay. All right. You guys ready? You guys ready to do this? It's going to be so much fun. Thank you, Dorothy, for saying that. That's so sweet. She said, your generosity is overwhelming. I just love to create, and I love that just being creative, making things with my hands. You guys, it just makes me happy. It just brings me so much joy. And I want you to feel that joy. I want you to experience that happiness and that joy. And so hopefully through this premiere week of Create and Connect, through all these sessions, you're going to find something that you're like, wow, like I really like this. I'm intrigued. I want to learn more. I want to connect with this group. And maybe you'll find a place where you can plug yourself in for some good old creative therapy, for some just for that sense of community, but also for inspiration, right? We all get in a creative rut sometimes. Maybe you're in a place where you're ready to try something new. And I'm hoping that you can find that through one of my creative memberships as we, create and connect all this week during all these live sessions. Okay. All right. Well, let me set up our live drawing. I'm going to do that right now. I have to do that once we're live. So I'm going to go in and get that set up right now. So you guys give me just a quick second to do that. And all right, here we go. Let's see. It's only letting me choose this one. Okay, that's okay. Okay, we're going to start collecting comments right now. So we're collecting the comments right now. And at the end of session number 1 today, let me go back to my screen here so I can see what you guys are saying. So at the end of session 1 today, I will draw 2 winners, and I'll show you what those prizes are here in just a little bit. Okay. All right. Anybody have questions about Create and Connect? The next 4 days, 11 a.m., all are central. I'm in Texas, so central time, 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 7 p.m. for the next 4 days. We are going to have so much fun. And yes, I'm going to be chugging my water. I'm going to make sure my voice holds up. All the things. We're going to have a great time. Okay? All right. If you do have questions, please post them in the comments. And like I said, I have 2 team members that are helping to answer questions, and they're more than happy. Cheryl and Suzanne, they're more than happy to answer anything that comes up while we're connecting and creating today. Donna says she has her alarm set for all 4 days and times. That's awesome, Donna. I love that. That is awesome. The other thing I'd love for you to do, which Tamara, thank you, I see that you've done, is I would love for you to sprinkle this out to your social media, your friends and family, anyone you think might be interested in having some crafty fun with us this week. I would really, truly appreciate that. You guys pushing this out into your social feeds really does help us to get the word out. And that would be awesome for Create and Connect. So thank you very much for doing that. All right. Hi, Leslie. Good to see you watching. Hey, Miss Janet. All right. Thank you guys for being here. So I'm going to add another screen up here really quickly. And we're gonna move a few things around here. So one of the things you're gonna find, if you're brand new, after you register, we're gonna email you a couple things, or once you get into the Facebook group, these things will be in there saved under guides, so you can print them out. But one of them is this creative goal sheet. You guys, I believe that sometimes we have the best intentions of making things. We know we want to do this. We want to do this for this person or that person, especially with gift giving season coming up, right? Before we know it, it will be the holidays, right? And it's just nice to kind of get ahead on some of that gift giving. So we decided to give you a little goal sheet here. And one of the things right here at the top is handmade gift goals. I'm going to be sharing some things all week long that would be great for, I'm going to call them like little somethings, that little something that you might want to give to your coworkers or to your neighbors or to maybe your kids or your grandkids' teachers, things like that, right? And also then some other projects that you might want to think about for good friends, for family, right? Things like that. Also getting back to little somethings like stocking stuffers, things like that, right? So I don't know if you're like me, but a lot of times when I have all these good intentions, I want to give all these handmade things. I just think gifting handmade is so more special and meaningful, right? But I always run out of time, or I forget, oh, that's right, I was going to do this, this, and this for this person or that person, right? So I think if we can kind of make a plan, right, and get these things out of our head and onto paper, we'll stick to it better, because then we have a plan and we know we can come back to this and be like, that's right, these Post-it note covers that we're about to make, that would be so cute to give to my coworkers with maybe a gift card or something like that, right? So I want you to utilize this creative goal sheet. All right. I think it's really going to help all of us. I'm using it too. Now, the other thing on this goal sheet, it's going to say skills I want to learn, projects I want to make. Okay. And then a little place down here for notes, or you can even take notes on the back from each session, things that you don't want to forget. If there's certain things that I show you and you're like, oh my gosh, I love what she just did with that napkin. I want to learn more about this napkin art technique. Well, that's something you can write down here. Okay. So I really want you to take advantage of the creative goal sheet. And then also for today's Create and Connect session, we're going to be kicking it off today and talking about the Napkin Club. All right, the Napkin Club. And the reason I'm going to be doing that is because we're going to be doing a project today featuring napkin art. Okay, featuring napkin art. All right, I love your comments. Keep them coming. That is awesome. Okay, so we are going to use a template today for this project. And you're going to learn a little bit about the wet technique for napkin art and also the iron-on technique for napkin art. I think you're really going to love these two techniques, and it's going to open up a lot of it's going to get those creative juices flowing, and it's going to open up a lot of those ideas of different ways that you could use these techniques. Anyway, we're going to make the cutest little Post-it note, decorative Post-it note holders, okay? Really, really cute, like almost like a cute little cover for your Post-it notes. So I have a template for you. Now, if you're already in the Create and Connect Facebook group, you have this template. It's saved under guides, and you can download that and print that off. If you're new, if you're watching for the first time and you haven't registered yet for Create and Connect, after you register, you're going to get an email with the downloads for the creative goal sheet and also for the template. Okay. Now your creative goal sheet, you could just print that on copy paper. It's going to be fine. Copy paper is going to be fine for that. This one, you may want to print this out on cardstock. That's actually what I'm using for the base of our notepad holders today, is just a white cardstock, 65 pounds, really, really great to work with napkins. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, but you'll have this template. We're also going to have these that you could cut out and put onto the Post-it note holders. You're going to see it all come together here. But your template, it might be nice to have it in cardstock or copy paper, either one, whichever one you want, just because it may hold up a little bit better. Now, I've given you the measurements here as well if you just want to cut instead of using a template. But if you don't have a good paper cutter or something like that, this could easily be traced out. Okay. Patty is so right. She says you will never look at napkins the same way again after you do a project. That is so true. That is so true. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into this project. And then while we're working on it, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Napkin Club and some of the benefits to joining. Something else you need to know about our Create and Connect premiere is, as of today, August 28th, as of today, we have all of the doors open to our creative membership groups. The doors are open to signups, no wait list, nothing like that. You can come and join us anytime now from starting today, August 28th, up to September 3rd. That's our final cutoff. That's when the doors will officially close. All right. Well, let's get crafty. You guys ready? You ready? Okay. Well, you guys know what Post-it notes are. I have several different. I love that they come in different colors and all the things. You guys, these are 3x3 Post-it notes. You can find these at office supply stores, Walmart, Target, pretty much everywhere, right? So this cover is made for 3x3 Post-it note holders, which I think is a very popular size. I think everybody uses these quite often. And then what we're going to do is, I have my template already here cut out. This is the same template, right, from here. Okay. And if you need to use the template, I want you to cut the template out anyway, regardless. But I did give you the measurements here. It's 3.5 inches by 7 inches. 3.5 inches by 7 inches. If you have a paper cutter, you could cut them out. Now, the paper I'm using for this is, again, a lightweight cardstock. It is 65 pounds cardstock. So it's not copy paper, but it's not quite as heavy as like scrapbooking cardstock. Okay, 65 pounds. Pretty easy to find it. 60 or 65, I think is pretty standard out there for this type of cardstock. Okay. All right. So I've cut out a couple of them here. Now I want to show you what's going to happen next. Let me grab a pen here. Okay. If you have a pencil or a pen, this is perfect. You can use this too. Now, some of you out there may have something. If you're a paper crafter, any paper crafters out there? If you are a paper crafter, let me know in the comments, because paper crafting, oh my gosh, there you can create your own custom beautiful papers with napkins. And that's what you're going to be learning a little bit of. If you're a card maker, you're going to love this technique. A paper crafter of any kind, a scrapbooker, there's just so many things you can do with napkins and paper. I mean, just like so many things. So once you have your 3.5 by 7 piece of cardstock cut out, I'm going to take the template here and I'm going to show you an easy way to do this. All right. I have the template just kind of laid, and you can just kind of put it right in the center. You'll probably be able to see just a little bit of white on each edge. Okay. So I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to kind of go over this line, use a lot of pressure in your hand. Okay, a lot of pressure here. And basically what we're doing is we're scoring a line. It's going to score through here onto our cardstock, our lightweight cardstock, 65-pound cardstock. Okay, you can get it in any office supply, any, again, Walmart, Target, all the places. Okay. So I hope that you can kind of see there. Do you see the scored lines? Now, this is going to make it really easy, because then we can just simply come in and reinforce our folds. Okay, you can use your nails. Some of you, if you are a paper crafter, you probably have a scoring tool, a scoreboard, a bone folder, all those things. But you guys, with this cardstock, you don't really have to have all of that. As long as you're using good pressure with like a ballpoint pen, something, I mean, it's going, those little lines are going to come through really easy. And it just makes it super easy for us to get our little score lines in here. Okay. Super, super easy. Let's do it again. I have a couple sheets of I'm on a craft mat right now. Actually, I'm on a brown sheet of paper right now. And then I have some parchment paper here, which will become important in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put this one down. And again, I'm kind of just centering it. If you see a little bit of white around the edges, that's okay. All right. And again, I'm going to take my ballpoint pen and I'm going to use good pressure, heavy pressure, and just trace down these lines. If you want to do it, next to a ruler, you can do it next to a ruler if you'd like. But you guys, this is just super easy. And you'll be able to see those little score lines. It'll be great. Oh, thank you. I don't need it right this second, but thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. My helpers, they're always watching after me. They're so good. My team members are so awesome here. Okay, so you see that, right? Now I would just go back and fold the fold both ways, right? And I usually just use my thumbnail. Shoop. You just want to make sure we have really good, nice little folds here. All right, super easy, easy breezy, right? Okay, so now that we've done that, the first method I want to talk to you about today is going to be the iron-on method. All right, the iron-on method. This is really fun, you guys. And for paper crafting, this is kind of a big tip, a big secret I'm going to share with you. But my favorite method, there are lots of different methods for napkinizing. And you guys, napkinizing is my word for anything that I alter with a napkin. I hope I get credit for it one day in the Crafty Dictionary. I hope. But, we'll see. So there are lots of ways to napkinize different surfaces. There are lots of ways to napkinize paper. Okay. My favorite method for napkinizing paper. Okay. That means me making cards, making something, maybe a cute little embellishment or something for a scrapbooking layout, any tags for gifts at Christmas, or birthdays, any of those kinds of things. My favorite method for paper, okay, is the iron-on method. Hands down, it's the iron-on method. Okay, that's what I want to show you today. So what we're going to need for that is we're going to use some Mod Podge. I'm using Mod Podge matte. And I've got all my little goodies, all my little stuff here. Now let's see if I can use my brute strength to open up my jar. I'm not very good about cleaning my jars and my lids. So, all right. So I like to use Mod Podge matte for this. Okay, Mod Podge matte, yellow label. You guys, if you have the glossy Mod Podge, I'm going to just really encourage you not to use the glossy. Okay, not with your napkin art. Don't use the glossy. The problem with the glossy, and I think it's kind of a reddish orange label, is it just stays tacky even when it's dry. It could be months later and you go to touch it or it touches something else and it feels kind of sticky, kind of tacky. So I really like the matte finish. The matte is more of kind of like a satin type finish. All right, it just works great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm on top of some parchment paper here, which is fine. And I'm going to paint over my cute little Post-it note covers with Mod Podge. We want a healthy coat. It should look nice and wet. You can kind of see in the camera, the lights, you can kind of see the gloss on these. And don't be surprised if they curl. That is normal. Paper curls when it gets wet. That's supposed to happen, and it definitely will happen. So we're going to put a nice little coat here of Mod Podge on these. Now, what will happen, let me just kind of pop these up a little bit. You'll see this one's already curling a little bit. They'll start to curl. All right, you'll see them kind of start to curl. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Now, what you could do if you want to speed time along, right? Speed up the drying process. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to dry the Mod Podge. So a lot of times the paper will flatten right back out as the Mod Podge dries. Okay. Now let me tell you what I do, because this is a great tip for those of you if you're in the napkin club already, or even if you're not in the napkin club, and hopefully maybe you want to be, but I do this ahead of time. I use a lot of my napkin leftovers, my little leftover bits and pieces, leftover squares, you know, all those things. I use them for card fronts, okay? I use them to make tags. I use them for card fronts. I use them for all kinds of things. But this is what I do, you guys. I'm going to show you right here. These are Post-it note covers that I've already put Mod Podge on, and they've already dried. When you have, if you're a card maker and you have certain card sizes that you use all the time, you can cut the card fronts out of white cardstock, just like this. You can go ahead and put Mod Podge on top of them. Maybe do it before you go to bed at night. Let them dry. Once they're good and dry, you can just stack them up and they are ready to go when you are ready to create. So I have a little metal bin on my desk in my craft room at home, and it has all these card fronts in it and also tag sizes. And I just, every so often, I just make a stockpile of them. I Mod Podge them all, and I just have them ready to go. It could be a month later when I grab one of these and I can do the iron-on method with it. Okay, so think about all those Christmas cards, those tags. Maybe you want to get ahead on making those card fronts. I'd love to use my leftover napkins for things like that. If you know you're going to make a lot of these Post-it note holders, we'll do them all ahead of time. Make sure and score them first, though. Okay, that is going to really, really help us. So make sure and score them before you put your Mod Podge on. Now for card fronts or tags, or, you know, sometimes even just, I just use them for all kinds of things. I will have that set size, and then whenever I'm done with it, I just go slap it on, you know, whatever color folded cardstock I want for my card. Does that make sense? Okay. Yes, it's such a great tip. It's such a great thing to do for making lots of multiples. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way. I'm just going to let them dry on their own, and we're going to use the ones that are already dry. All right, let me move some of this. And I'm going to turn this upside down because that has some Mod Podge on it. And then we'll come over here. Actually, I think I'll pull me a new sheet. So this is parchment paper, you guys. So with the iron-on method, it's going to be important that we have some parchment paper. We never want our iron to directly touch. Let me make sure I turn my iron on. Here's my little iron. This is my favorite little iron. It's the Oliso. It's a craft iron. I kind of have small hands. Whoops, hang on. Wrapped around a cord here. I kind of have small hands, so I really love this iron for my crafting. I never put water in it. Okay, so for the iron-on method, you don't want any water, no steam, nothing like that. You want a dry iron on its highest, hottest setting. Okay, so let's napkinize. Let's napkinize some of these fun Post-it note covers. Okay, now look at them. Do you see they're still kind of curling? See, even though they're dry, they're still curling, but don't worry, the iron takes care of that. All right, the iron is going to take care of that. Okay, so I have 4 of these that are already dry. So let's pick out some napkins. This is one of our napkins that was in our last bundle. It has cute little pencils on it, and I think it's adorable. So let's do this one, and this one actually has a really cute scallop on it. Yes, don't forget your comments are putting you into a prize drawing. I'm going to give away a couple of napkin bundles actually today. So if you wanted to take advantage of the scallop, we could, I'm trying to decide if I want to or not. If I think that scallop is really cute. So I do think I'm going to. So I'm just going to kind of hold this up where I want it. And then I'm going to cut along. I can see through the napkin, by the way, guys. So I'm kind of just cutting along the edge here. So let's do this for one of them. And then I thought it would be fun if we did a Christmassy one. Look at this napkin. This was one from one of our napkins from last year. Naughty Nice, I tried. Because I think these could be really cute for stocking stuffers. Or even just something cute for coworkers, you know, at Christmas. Maybe find a cute little Christmassy pin. So cute. And you don't have to cut these exact because we can come back in and trim them up after we iron them on. So let's do a Christmassy one. And then I want to do one that looks kind of just fun and fallish. Let's do a fall one too. This is actually a new napkin. This is coming out in the September bundle. Isn't that beautiful? So I love sunflowers. Yes, this will be cute. So again, I'm just going to come in and just kind of, and you don't have to be exact. Just make sure it's not smaller. That will be cute. And then let's just do one that's just kind of fun, colorful. Let's use this napkin. This napkin was in our past one too. Any kind of napkin, so much fun. All right. And if it's hard for you to see, you could always just kind of lay it on like this. If it's hard to see through the napkin. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect right now. We just don't want it to be too short. Do you see what I mean? It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to make sure it covers it. Okay. The next step we're going to do is we're going to take off the layers of the napkin. All right. So tap my finger and my thumb together here. And this is called the lick and stick method. It works great for me. This is how I remove the plies. I think all of these napkins have 3 plies, I believe. So that means we've got to get 2 plies off. And this is important because if we don't get the plies off and we go to decoupage the napkin, here's what happens. The top layer tries to lift. Okay, so it's really important we get these plies off. And this is why the white cardstock is perfect, because the white is going to be like a spotlight shining through our napkins. It's going to be beautiful. It's really going to help the colors to pop. It's going to be awesome. Yes, a thinking of you gift, Pam. I love that. Teacher gifts. Yes. I mean, it's a little something. You can make them for, maybe you have kids off at college and you want to do a little, send a little care package. Make something cute for them too. I mean, I just think who couldn't use Post-it notes, right? Okay. There we go. All right, so we've taken off all those plies. That is important. And if the lick and stick method doesn't work for you, this is what I want you to do. Just put a tiny little dot of Mod Podge on your finger and tap it together. Once it feels sticky, not gluey, but sticky, you can do the same thing. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's do the iron-on method. Okay, so the cool thing about this is I can actually do all of these at the same time. I'm going to change my screen once again so that you can see my full kind of table set up here. So I'm going to take this sheet of parchment paper off. I didn't think to check my volume. I hope you guys have been able to hear me all this time. All right, so we're going to have this one. This one. Here, let's just do two at a time. We'll do two at a time. Okay, so I'm going to lay this one right on top of that. Now, I'm going to show you something else, and don't get grossed out, okay? Please don't get grossed out. But sometimes your napkin wants to kind of move a little bit because our cardstock isn't completely flat right now. So this is what I do. Don't get grossed out. It's my DNA. It'll be your DNA. It's fine. Again, I'm going to stick my finger on my tongue, and I'm just going to put a little bit of my good old crafty spit there, and it just kind of helps hold everything in place. I know. I mean, I know. It's probably gross, but it's what I do. And, you guys want to know my tips. So that's what I do. But it keeps them from kind of sliding around, right? So now then, we're going to put this piece of parchment paper down. Now, if you do see something move, then we just need to move it back, right? We're going to just move it right back where it needs to be. This one wants to slide a little bit. Okay. All right. Now we're underneath the parchment paper. So I'm going to take my iron, again, hottest setting, no water. And we're going to put the iron down, and we're going to start smoothing. Okay, we're going to start smoothing. And what's happening is we're reactivating the Mod Podge. We're reactivating the Mod Podge. I like to use a good little bit of pressure here, because what's going to happen is this very thin napkin tissue is going to meld itself into that Mod Podge. And I would not even have, I don't seal this. I don't do anything to this. Let's take a look. Peel our card up and let's see. Oh, pretty good. All right, this one feels really good. This one feels like it could use a little bit more. So I can tell right here, I need to put a little more heat. Now, if you have you will want to do this on some sort of ironable surface. Okay, I actually brought in my my little portable ironing pad, and I forgot to put it on my table, but it'll be okay. So just make sure, you know, that you're on top of a, you know, if you want to do it on your ironing board or some sort of ironable surface, you can do that. Very cute. All right, I think we're ready to go here. All right, let's do our next ones. Do you see? Like it's on there. It's not going anywhere. All right, let's do our next ones here. So it is important to make sure you have a nice, good amount of Mod Podge. I'm just going to hold this one in place. Move it over just a little bit. There we go. And it shouldn't take long at all. You can always go back in and do it again if you realize, you know, that it's lifting somewhere. But I mean, it's on there. We've just made decorative paper. Now this is the one with the scallop. So I'm going to kind of hold this one. Make sure I get this one on kind of right where I want it. All right, any questions on this? Any questions on the iron-on method? You would do the same method for a card, for a tag, for maybe you want to put napkins on you know, a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock for a scrapbooking layout. Any kind of paper crafting, mixed media, if any of you do mini books or, you know, anything like that. My favorite method, my favorite go-to method for napkin art on paper is the iron-on method. Now, there are other ways to do this. There are other things that we can do. There's the wet method, and I'm actually going to show you something else here in just a moment, but I want to finish up our cute little notepad, our notepad covers here really quick. So any questions? Yeah, and see how flat? Everything's nice and flat now, right? We don't have to worry about those. And we also still have our fold. So that's the next thing we're going to do. We're going to go back in with our little fold here. Oh my gosh, these are going to be so cute. And I'm also going to trim any excess that I have off. Okay, so we're cleaning it up. Just open it right up. We're going to clean up the edges. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. Okay, there's that one. Let's clean up the edges and then we'll fold this one. Real simple cleanup, just cutting away the excess. And for those of you, again, if you're in the napkin club, man, this is such a great way to use up those leftover pieces of our napkins, right? Leftover squares, anything I have left over. If I've already made projects out of them and I don't really anticipate making more projects out of them, then I put them all on paper. I just think it's so easy to do. This is why you want to fold them first, though, because you don't want to have to go through the napkin. The napkin has already kind of melded itself over those little score lines. Look how cute. Aren't those cute? Okay, let me get this one done. Oops. Sorry, phone call. Yeah, isn't that great? My folds are already there. It's going to make it really, really easy to go in. Oops, I missed a part. Missed a little piece there. cute and colorful and fun. Let's look at our, this is the fall one. And this is usually where, like when I'm trimming them off, if I realize like maybe a corner didn't take or something, maybe I didn't get Mod Podge under that corner. It's easy just to go and fix those little things with just a, you know, a little paintbrush, a little Mod Podge, you'll be all set. Very cute. Oh, look how cute that is. Aren't those fun? Okay, let me move our parchment paper out of the way for a moment. So now let's just kind of have some fun here and with a couple of these. Definitely want to do this teacher one. I think this one looks really cute. So you can decide, like, you know, what color Post-it notes you want to put in, if you want them to be coordinated. This blue one might be cute in here, right? So you can decide. Now, here's how this will work. The back side of your Post-it note, if you peel this part off, right, then you have the sticky there that's going to hold the sticky in place. Now, I'm going to suggest that you do this. All right. You can go ahead, and I actually am going to just leave this right here. And I forgot to turn on my glue gun. So I'll tell you what, while my glue gun is getting hot, do you guys love these? Aren't they fun? Okay, while my glue gun's getting hot, I'm going to go back to this. Remember your template sheet? Okay, I made you guys some really cute little tabs or title cards, I guess you could call it. These cute little things right here. And I gave you different kind of names. There's different things. This one says create, remember, notes, thoughts. Really fun. So I'm just going to kind of fussy cut. I'm not cutting on the black. See how cute they are? So look, this one to me, like create on this one is going to be perfect because it's kind of colorful. It's got all these cute little brush strokes on it. So maybe I want to have some Post-it notes to make notes on, you know, or maybe you're looking in at a magazine or a book and you get ideas, right? And you want to tag those things with your Post-it notes. So I think these are really cute. And I think I kind of covered the gamut with these. Of course, you will have the download for this, so you can print off as many of these as you want. And then we're going to dress them up just a little bit more. We're going to dress them up a little bit more, okay? Remember, thoughts, notes. I like to use my long scissors for longer cuts. I actually just made a cute little teacher gift basket. My oldest daughter is a teacher, 4th grade, and so I've been putting things in it. So I'll put this in there for her. That'll be fun. All right, and I think I'm going to do this one's kind of peachy pink like those erasers. So I think I'll do that color in this one. All right, but you get the gist, right? You get all these cute little things. So let's do this part first. I have some cute ribbon here. Cute little ribbon and trim. Let's see. I think I'll use this. I want to use that. Or I have black and white. I still have some of this. That's cute. That's pretty cute too. I think on the teacher one, I'm going to use this black and white check. I think I'll use this brighter sparkly one on my Create one. I just pulled out some random ribbon, so I think we can make this work. All right. So let's go back to this one. The other thing I want you to know is that it's fun sometimes to do a little bit of pen work. Okay. So I'm going to grab a pen. And I'm not sealing these. Did I mention that? I'm not sealing these. Most of my paper type items, I don't seal. But I love that this little scallop is here and you can't really see it very well because the scallop just blends in with the white. So I'm just going to go around the edges here and draw the little scallop in. So it is okay to do a little bit of pen work around the edges, things like that. A lot of times, if I'm going to do pen work right on top of the napkin, I will wait until this is completely cool, right? The iron-on method, right? I wait until it's completely cool, and then I'll put a very, very thin coat of Mod Podge on top if I'm going to be doing, like if I was going to outline these pencils or something like that. Now, because I did my outlining actually on the cardstock for this one, it's okay. All right. Yeah, they're going to be so cute. All right. So I think my glue gun's hot now. So as I mentioned, I'm going to leave this on. All right. I'm going to leave this on. And if you wanted to make something more permanent, you could use a little bit of hot glue on this to make it really good and permanent. But here's the thing. If you do that, all right, if you make it permanent like that, then they're not going to be able to switch out the Post-it notes. Okay. So just keep that in mind. If you do glue this part down, they can at least come and line up their next Post-it notes and just take the back off and stick it onto this. But it's just personal preference. Okay. If you're worried that it's not going to be strong enough, but I promise you it is. These things are pretty sticky. So you could just take that off and then you're going to line this up with your first score line. Okay, that first score line. See that first score line right there? You're going to line it up. So you're going to have a little bit of white going all the way around. And then there you go. So if you glue it, just keep in mind that they're not going to be able to switch that out quite as easily. So if you are going to glue it, glue this part. So then that way they can just line up their next Post-it note on top of this. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Let's finish. Let's make this cute. All right. I'm going to take this ribbon and let's see exactly where do I want it to run across. I think I want it to run across about like right there. All right. That's probably plenty. So I'm going to run a little line of hot glue. Can you guys still see okay? I'd rather they be able to change it out too, but that's what I'm saying. If you do want to glue it, glue that back thing, this part, this back thing. And then at least they know how to, kind of where to line up the next piece. So I'm going to glue this ribbon right across here on the front. Definitely do the front first because then you can tell where it's going to go. I have a precision tip glue gun, another one of my faves. So it just makes a small line of glue. Smooth that down really well. And then I'm just going to tie this off in a cute little tie over here. It's fun to make things a little cutesy and fun, right? So I'm going to tie this off in a knot. Cute. That way it's just got a fun little, something kind of fun on it there. And we can trim the tails. Now for you paper crafters out there too, if you have, I'm going to put a little bit more hot glue right here. just to hold that part down. There. That is so cute. Okay, let me hold it up close so you can see. Isn't that cute? But it's not going to keep them from getting in, right? And if you're a paper crafter, you probably have chalk inks, like inks to ink around the edges of your paper, so you could totally come around and ink things. And then I can put this cute little notes on here, and I'm going to just run again hot glue just right there. And we can put that just kind of right in the center. So cute. I'm going to put that in my daughter's little teacher gift basket. Isn't it cute? Now you could embellish these further, but here's the thing. You want this is a functional item. We want them to be able to throw it in their bag or put it on their desk or wherever. So I probably wouldn't go too crazy with too much embellishment. I think that like the little pencils on here, the scallop on here is really cute. If I did want to do something, it could mean maybe adding some sparkle, and that would be using something like Stickles. Okay, Stickles is a glitter glue. So if I want to, I can come in, and there's a little precision tip on this. So you could either use a paintbrush to apply this, or I just use the tip and I just squeeze a little bit and then just kind of use the tip almost like a paintbrush. I'm going to make these pencils sparkle. And, you know, I mean, she's a girl. She's a girl teacher, so she'll appreciate the sparkliness. But it's just another way to kind of add a fun little touch to your Post-it note holder. Okay. Can y'all see the sparkly? Sometimes it's hard to see. Let's see if you can see it over here. Can you see it? Hard to see it on camera. There, you can kind of see it there. Right? Isn't that cute? Okay. Let's decorate this one. But even like the Christmas one, like all those little poinsettias could be sparkled out. All the things. All right, let's do this one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this one the way I was talking about. So if you do want to glue it, because the adhesive on the back of this is stronger than the Post-it note adhesive, so you could put hot glue right back here. And then come line it up with that first fold, that first score line. And then what will happen is this will stay on, and then they can just peel off the next Post-it note to just center and just put right on top of that. Okay, so it's perfectly fine to do that if you want to. All right, that's what I was talking about. Let's do some sparkly ribbon on this one. So this one, let's do this one different. Let's do this one. Let's do a little sparkle right across here. All right, so I'm going to hold this because I'm actually going to glue this one back here first. So I'm going to do a little bow on the front. You might even pop on a couple buttons or something, right? There's so many fun things that you could add. So on this one, I'm tying it just a little bit, just so I, know how it's going to fall. I'm going to put a little hot glue again underneath this part. And now let's tie a bow. Oh my gosh, that's cute. The bow's going to be a little more dimensional. Even twine, like baker's twine, would be cute. washi tape. Those of you that have washi tape, that is cute. And then look, I can put my little create, maybe even right here. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look how cute that one is. So just have fun with it. They're just so fun. And I know you guys are creative, and I know you'll come up with all kinds of things. And then like on this one, I don't have to sparkle everything. Maybe I just come in and sparkle certain colors. Just kind of pick and choose. And of course you could do the back too. And let's see how that looks. It's fun, right? Now, we just made these folds, all right? We just made these folds. So something else, and I probably should have done this. Actually, let me show you on this one here, okay? This one that we haven't embellished yet. When you make your folds, right, again, you're going to kind of just really press that down with like your thumbnail. You can also go back in and fold it the other way. We want to make sure that the napkin itself is kind of conditioned to fold. Just like we're conditioning our paper, make sure you can kind of condition these to fold, and then they're going to stay closed. Okay, does that make sense? This one is still kind of flipping up just a little bit. And of course, now I put stickles on it, so I can't go back in, but after the stickles are dry, I'll go back in and take care of that. Aren't they cute? They're so fun, you guys. They're so fun. And of course, I have my my fall one here. Post-it notes come in all different colors, so you can just do all kinds of things. Okay? Great little something. Great little something project. All right? So, if you love this project, and you are thinking, oh my gosh, I could make these for stocking stuffers, then put it on here. Oh gosh, I could make these for my book club members, then put it on here. Let's make a plan, right? Let's make a plan. Let's figure out. And then that way it won't escape your mind, because now it's down out of your head onto paper. Okay. So use that creative goal sheet to come in and start to make these crafty plans, these creative goals. Otherwise, you guys know how life is. A few days passes and you don't remember. And then make the note on there, Post-it note holder iron-on method, right? Something that's going to help you to remember. Now, keep in mind, if you join the Create and Connect with Miss Tracy Facebook group, okay, it's a public free Facebook group. The video right here, this live session, is going to be saved over there, so you can watch the replay when it comes time for you to make some of these. It may not be right now. It might be later. You might need a refresher. So as long as you're a member over in that group, you can go in and watch those replays. Now, I want to show you a couple other things really quickly, because the Post-it note holders, as fun as they are, you can actually up your game a little bit and do some. Oh, okay, I'm at an hour. I was trying to keep our sessions to an hour, but it's just so hard, you guys. You could up your game a little bit and do composition books. Okay. Composition books are awesome. These are half composition books, which right now you can find them pretty easily right now, because they're with the school supplies, right? It's August right now. You can find it with anybody that has their school supplies. They're half composition books. And so I want to show you a few of these. Now, Renee or somebody, can you bring me the teacher ones that I just made? They're up on the front counter. Okay. So you could paint the front of this, or you could leave the front of this and just paint under your napkin. Okay. The composition books up on the front counter. So I wanted to show you this really quickly because these are just so much fun. So let me show you a few that I have made. Like here's one. This is napkin art, y'all. This is napkin art. Thank you, Renee. I forgot to grab those earlier. I'll show those in just a second. So this is napkin art, but again, so cute. And this one I painted. I painted the front cover before I put this on. Just tied on some cute little lace here. Really cute. Enjoy the small moments. Here's another one that I made that I thought would be great for recipes, right? Seasoned with love. All these napkins you're seeing are from past bundles, right? So cute. And then here's another one. Think positive thoughts if you want to create like a little journal for someone, right? Super fun. So much fun. And then these, I had made some of these last year and I put them into my kids' with my kids' family stockings, and I did them Christmassy, but I did them winter, so that way they could still, they'd still want to use them afterward. And this one I want to show you because if you get these composition books on Amazon, they actually make some that open this way. Okay, so there are some out there that open this way and not just the kind of horizontal way. Okay, super, super fun to do these. So all of these, I had painted the cover. All right, I had painted the cover, and I just want to show you what that looks like. It's easy, you guys. I just put parchment paper or something underneath the cover, and then I use my, I like to use chalk and mineral-based paints on just about everything that I do. So I used white, which this color is called Simplicity. Painted out the cover. It's going to take a couple of coats, okay? A couple of coats, because if you don't want to see any of the composition book texture. But that's what I did. And then napkinize it, right? Now, if you're going to napkinize this, it could be the iron-on method, or it could be the wet method. So I'm going to show you the wet method in just a second. And then these are the ones that I made that are going, again, in my daughter's teacher gift basket. I kept the composition book look. This is a shaped napkin that was in our past bundle, this apple. And I just traced this out and actually painted white just under where the napkin was going to go. Isn't it cute? And then, so this one you can see opens this way. And then this one I did with the big pencil, which was also in last month's bundle, to open this way. And I just kept the composition book. Composition books aren't always black. They're blue, red, green, different colors. Just super, super cute. Very, very fun. So you guys, while it's back to school time and while school supplies are still out there, grab those composition books, because again, this is really cute as a little something. Maybe you want to step it up, and do a little composition book, something like that. And you could even make them coordinate and give both, right? You could do coordinating napkins and give both. Would be really fun. So I'm going to show you really quick the wet method. And while I'm doing this, because I already painted this one, so I just want to show you really fast. Super, super easy to do, because on the composition books, you may want to do more. You may want to do more pen work, and you may want to do more things on top of the napkin. So it's a good idea. A lot of times if I know I'm going to be doing that, especially since it's on the cover, I just do the wet method for this. All right. So while I'm doing this, I want to talk to you guys about the Napkin Club. The Napkin Club, you guys, is a fabulous club where every single month you receive some beautiful napkins from me. There are 15 napkins in each bundle. And this coming bundle, something new that's happening in the Napkin Club is I am now designing some of my very own napkins. And I'm going to put one of them actually on this composition book cover here in just a second to show you. So I'm really, really excited about that. So now every bundle is also going to have some of my own custom napkins that you can't get anywhere. They're being printed for us the design process. This all started back, I guess, a little shortly after the first of the year. It is something brand new. Last month was the first bundle that my napkins went out in. And they were 5 creative sets. Really, really cute. And 5 napkins, I mean, not sets. And September's bundle has 6 custom napkins in it. I'll be doing the live reveal for that later this week during Create and Connect sessions. So I'm going to use one of my custom napkins, and I had already cut it. Let me grab it over here on this. So this is one of them. Create, sleep, repeat. Create, sleep, repeat. And I'm super excited about this, y'all, because this was my first ever ones. These are my first ever ones. Again, make sure we get the plies off, right? You can see that my Mod Podge is wet. And I'm going to lay this top tissue right down into the wet part of the napkin. And I'm going to pull this down because I want all the words to show. It's going to take a little bit off the bottom of my my little cute little paintbrush container here. And I'm just going to barely tap. We're just going to tap this out. And then what I'm going to be using on the wet method is I like to use these bakery deli sheets. Okay, these bakery deli sheets for smoothing. I get them on Amazon. Basically a plastic sheet. They're great. They're my favorite. So now that it's on, now I'm going to come and I'm going to start kind of in the center and just using kind of the fatty part of my fingers right here to smooth, and then start smoothing out to the edges. This is going to be adorable. I'm just going to show you how easy it is. It's so easy. So smooth, smooth, smooth. We'll cut the excess off. And I'm going to very carefully pull this back. And what you're going to see is that a lot of the Mod Podge has come up through the napkin. Do you see? It's come up through the napkin onto this plastic sheet. So you cannot use this again unless this is completely dry. But you can reuse them once they're dry if you choose to. Okay? So while this is drying for just a second, I want to tell you what new Napkin Club members are going to be getting from us as a bonus. If you sign up during Create and Connect Week, now my Napkin Club members got these 5 napkins last month. I had to give them to my napkin family first. They have just been so awesome, and I just love them there so much. We have such a great community over in the Napkin Club. But for those of you that aren't part of the Napkin Club, this is going to be a special gift for you as part of Create and Connect. You're going to get a fun little welcome postcard from us, right? Fun little welcome postcard. But you're going to receive all of my very first custom napkins. So I'm going to show you what these look like really quickly while this is drying. Here is the first one. Now, I designed these as a crafter, as a maker in mind. So I have Create, Sleep, Repeat. But look, I gave us a companion of all these cute little hearts. So you're going to get that. Isn't that cute? So this one has this and the hearts with it. We're about to do something with this napkin in the Napkin Club right now. Let your creativity grow with the paintbrush and the blooming flowers. And the companion with this print is this pretty plaid right here. Also some words. Look at these great big words. I love words. These are a typewriter set font. I love typeset fonts. And so Create, Inspire, Dream. But it gets better. Look. You also get Imagine, Crafty, Artful. And then these ampersands, these cute ampersands and little floral clusters so that we can put the words together. We can combine them together. We have a cute project coming up in the Napkin Club we're going to be making with this napkin. And then this one, I love this one too. This is Measure Twice, Cut Once. Cute pink scissors there with the floral cluster. Everything's kind of made to go together. And then this one opens up like this, so you get all different color scissors that you could create with. How cute would those be on some projects? They're so fun. And there's one more, this one. Creativity is messy and I'm very creative. And this one comes with this paint splatter and little doodled hearts. Really cute. So brand new members, if you sign up during Create and Connect, our doors are open right now. You can sign up, and this is going to be your welcome gift. You're going to get my very first 5 designed by me napkins, and they're just going to be awesome. You're going to see me making multiple projects out of them. Then your very first bundle will be September. Okay, the September bundle, which is fall for us. It's called Fall Favorites. And I'll be doing the live reveal of that bundle coming up. I believe it's on Saturday morning. I think it's Saturday morning, I believe, 11 a.m. I'll be doing the live reveal of Fall Favorites, and you'll get to see 6 new custom design napkins in that bundle too. 15 napkins. It's $24. That also includes your shipping. You don't have to pay extra for shipping. And you'll get access into our private Facebook group, our Hangout, where we do the most amazing things with napkins. Let's see, what else can I tell you about the Napkin Club? Oh my gosh, it's just, I have so many wonderful things planned for us for fall and holidays, and a lot of gift giving ideas, lots of different things. I'm just drying this. After I dry it, I'm going to trim away the excess, and then I'm going to put a top coat on this one. Okay, I'm going to put a top coat on this one. All right, and probably the easiest way to cut this one is just going to be to cut it from the back. And we're just going to cut away the excess napkin. Oh, I know what it was. Do you get to purchase additional napkins? Yes, you do. So if you like a napkin that's in your bundle and you know you want to make several projects or something for Christmas gifts or something like that, or if you maybe you sell at craft shows or things like that, we do have a private shopping page just for our Napkin Club members where they can purchase additional napkins. Also, we have something called a Club Hub now, where we save all of our past workshops, past videos, tutorials, all those things. So there is a Club Hub for the Napkin Club that you look how cute, that you access via our website. It's separate from Facebook. And you'll have access as new members. You'll have access to all of our past workshops and everything as well. So there's really no reason not to join. Come join us while the doors are open. This is the last time our doors will be open until we get ready for the new year, until 2025. So I'm putting a light coat of Mod Podge over the top of this. Here's why I'm doing this. I want to seal this napkin. I want to seal this napkin. And you can do this with your paper crafting as well, as long as you're sure the iron-on method has completely had time to cool. It needs to be completely cool before you do any kind of thin top coat. Okay? So I'm going to put a top coat on this one. I want, books like this get more wear and tear, right? There's a little more wear and tear on these. This is going to protect the napkin. It's also going to help the napkin become even a little more transparent. And it's going to seal the napkin so that if we do want to come in and do some pen work or add some, something with your gel pens or your Pitt pens, glossy accents, stickles, for sparkle, all those kinds of things. You can easily do that. And then I like wrapping them right here. I'm kind of a messy painter. So I always seem to get paint on the black part right here. So this is where I usually wrap around with ribbon, right? Wrap around with ribbon, and you can fuss these up, as much as you want. Okay. So this is more the wet method, which is the traditional method, right? For a lot of things with napkin art. And look how fast that was. See how fast that was? You saw how fast these came together, right? And especially if you're doing the iron-on method, if you've already got your pieces put together. Remember, let's see these. Remember these that I did right at the beginning? They're nice and dry now. So if you know you're going to do a lot, just do them all at one time, right? If you're going to do a lot of these little memo books, paint out the covers all at one time, like just kind of assembly line it. Yes. Yes, I hope you love these ideas. All right. And yeah, any of the items that I used today, if you want to shop for them, you can find them all at misstracycreates.com. There's a little shop link you can click on, and it looks like Cheryl and Suzanne both posted a link to the shop as well. Okay. So once this is nice and dry, all right, it's nice and dry. Then if I do want to come in and do any kind of pen work, if I want to outline hearts, kind of see that there. If I want to come in and outline any of the hearts, if I want to outline any of the parts of the paint brushes, you would always, if you're going to do pen work, it is really important. The napkin has to be sealed, okay? Because if it's not, the napkin absorbs the ink, because that's what napkins were made to do. They were made to absorb. So anyway, I'll finish this out, and then I'll post pictures of this over in the Create and Connect Facebook group. I'll also finish up the other little Post-it note holders here, and I'll post pictures of all of these over there in the group as well. So I hope that you really, really enjoyed our session number 1 of Create and Connect. If you enjoyed it, tell me in the comments. Did you enjoy Create and Connect session number 1? Yes, it's just the first one. We have 11 more to go. Yes. Well, thank you, Barbara. I appreciate you saying that. That's so sweet. Okay. Well, as I mentioned, I have 2 prizes to give away. And because, we're kind of thinking about, upcoming crafting for the holidays, I decided to pull 2 of these are 2 napkin bundles from last year that are all Christmassy. They're Christmassy, wintry, holiday, Christmas holiday. So I'm going to give 2 of these away right now. There's several Christmas holiday type napkins in these 2 bundles. And that is what I'm going to give away right now. And then keep in mind, those of you that do sign up for the Napkin Club, you're going to have a special gift. You're going to get my first 5 custom design napkins. You're going to get those. And trust me, we're going to have so many ideas. I'm just having a ball creating with them. So if you want to make some cute things for your craft room, make things for your other crafty friends, we're just really having a ball with them. Okay. All right. Let's see who's going to win. You got to give me just a second. Whoops. Let's turn him the right way around here. Remember this one? Remember him? He's over here. Remember, he's a notebook cover. Let's see if I can find him. Yeah. Look how cute he looks on a notepad cover. And he's sparkly. It sparkled him all up. Okay. All right. Give me just a second. I've got to share my screen. Let me go back to this screen. Let me remove this one. All right. And share screen. I'll have to walk myself through how to do this again. All right. Here we go. Cancel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. An error occurred. Oh, well. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here we go. It scared me for a second. All right. Let's see who's going to win the first set. Michelle. Oh, and a hard last name. Ojan. I butcher people's names, Michelle, so I'm terribly sorry if I'm butchering your name, but you guys give it up for Michelle. Michelle O. That's what I'm going to call you. Michelle O. Congratulations, Michelle. I'm so excited for you. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and draw our next winner. Draw again. And the winner is Kate Manning Smith. So Michelle Ogen and Kate Manning Smith, congratulations. You are today's live winners for Create and Connect. I'm so excited for both of you. Thank you, Michelle. It is a hard last name, but I hope I did it. I hope I did okay. All right. So congratulations to Michelle and to Kate. This is what we need you to do to claim your prize. All you have to do is email us info@misstracycreates.com. info@misstracycreates.com. And we'll get your mailing address. We'll make sure we have everything and we will ship these out to you. Okay. So thank you guys. Oh, you're so welcome, Kate. Yes, I'm so glad that you guys watched today. I hope you really enjoyed. Let me get our little goodies back up here. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make the cute Post-it note holders, napkinizing them. You also learned the iron-on technique, which is my favorite technique for paper crafting. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then I also showed you how quick even the wet method is if you want to do the composition books. They're just so much fun. So I will post some inspiration pictures for you over on the Facebook group, the Create and Connect with Miss Tracy Facebook group. If you have not registered yet, register your email address with us, because that's where we're creating our list from for the grand prize drawings that will be announced on Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central. And those grand prize drawings are for 6 months free in a membership group of your choice. Okay. If you signed up for the Napkin Club and then you win, it's okay. We'll credit you that. Okay. And actually, I didn't say this before, but even if you sign up today, we don't run payments on our groups until the 3rd of the month. So if you sign up for the Napkin Club, or maybe it's the 4th, it's the 3rd or the 4th. You can sign up now. We'll process your payment on the 3rd or the 4th, and your first bundle for September will ship out on around the 6th of September. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching today. I will be back. I will be back at 2 p.m. Central. Remember, I'm in Texas, so Central Time, 2 p.m., and we're going to do something completely different. And we're going to talk about another one of my very special creative membership groups. All right. All right. Bye, everybody. See you at 2.